Thank you for signing up for Nintex Sign. You should have already filled out a form like this and selected the platform that you want to use, Nintex Sign. Next, you should have received an email thanking you for signing up for Nintex and Nintex Sign. Then you should have received an invitation for Nintex Sign from Adobe. Go ahead and click the accept invitation. Fill out your password and sign up and the rest of your details to sign up. And lastly, you should have received one final email from Adobe linking you to your Adobe Sign admin page. Now let's look at how to connect Nintex Sign to Nintex Workflow for Office 365. First, open up the Workflow Designer, search the list of actions for Nintex Sign, go ahead and drag and drop that onto the workflow, and then click on the ellipses to configure. Up at the very top, we'll want to make sure that our initiator is the same email address as the username that you use to log in to Adobe Sign. This is the most important part. Once you have set up your initiator and confirm that that's the Adobe Sign login email address, next you'll go ahead and set up your recipients, anyone who's going to sign the agreement or get a copy of it. Go ahead and configure the agreement name, such as contract, add any relevant messaging, determine what documents you want to use in order to send this agreement out, whether those documents are stored locally in a SharePoint library or as a Nintex Sign template. Then determine where you want to save the output of the Nintex Sign agreement, the signed copy. Go ahead and save this. Publish our workflow. And once it's published, we'll then navigate to our list. Click on the workflow to kick it off, or if you need to create a new item or library document, feel free to do so. We'll go ahead and click on Nintex Sign. It's going to kick off our workflow. Next, we should receive an email asking us to authorize Nintex Sign with Nintex Workflow. So in just a moment, in our email here, there it is. You can see Nintex request for authorization to access Adobe Sign. So we'll go ahead and open that email. Next thing we'll do is click on the authorize access, confirming that we're ready to set this up with Nintex Workflow. Log into Adobe Sign using our email address. Enter in our password. Sign in. Great. You can see that we successfully authorized Nintex Sign to work with our Nintex Workflow Cloud tenant. We can go ahead and close this window and our workflow will continue normally.